Good evening, everybody. Happy New Year and welcome to Columbus North's Memorial Gymnasium. Tonight, we're live from Memorial Gym, and we've got a great game in line for you this evening. The Brebuef Braves versus the Columbus North Bulldogs. I'm Tom Gross alongside Ted Rutan. Ted, Brebuef has been known for some great players over the years, most notably Alan Henderson, who's now at IU. And we got to see him here 4 years in a row play some exciting basketball. And tonight, again, a new Braves team with Coach Mike Miller at the helm.
Well, that's exactly right, Tom. Brebuef comes in here 3-3 this season. They always play with enthusiasm. They're well coached. They have very good quickness, as they always have in the past. And they do have one player who started for them 2 years ago as a freshman when they went to the final game of the state, Larry Courtney. And Brebuef should be a big challenge for Columbus North this evening.
And player to watch for Brebuef tonight is Nate Miller, a 6'1 junior, and he's coming on strong here the last couple of games. They're 3-3 on the year with wins over Hamilton Heights, Indianapolis, Washington, and Frankfort. They lost a very tough game to Carmel, a game Mike Miller said they should have won. They lost to Lawrence North by 7, and then Anderson Highland just beat them like a drum. So that's their situation. They're a 500 ball club this year. On the other side, the Columbus North Bulldogs, 4-4. A lot of people thinking they would be lucky to win 1 or 2 games up at the Christmas break.
Well, that's right, Tom. Coach Stearman has said that he's been very pleased with the fact their record is 4-4 at this point. They've played some good basketball. Coach Stearman's had a chance to play a lot of different combinations, see how the different players would react in game situations. And now, as he turns to the 93 portion of the schedule, he's really looking to have a set lineup here in the second half of the season.
Okay, we're just about ready to get things started here tonight. Standing by for the announcements of the starting lineups here. Columbus North 4-4. The Brebuef Braves 3-3 on the season. North coming in hoping to get a victory here, and then they've got some tough games ahead as they enter into a lot of the South Central Conference play, the games that count as far as the conference standings are concerned.
Well, that's right, Tom. Again, Coach Stearman is really looking forward to this part of the season. He's had a chance to see all of his players play, and he's getting very comfortable with the players he has out on the floor at the start of tonight's basketball game.
We're ready for the starting lineups for tonight's basketball game. First for Mike Miller's Brebuef Braves, as we said, coming in 3-3 on the year.
You can see, Tom, they have Nate Miller, number 10 at one guard. Jay Johnson, number 50 is the other guard. In the middle, they have Mark Ifovich, number 35. And then at the forwards, Larry Courtney. This is his third year as a starter, number 31. And Ron Jones, number 34, is the other forward.
And they pretty good sized team, although they don't have a real big guy. Their tallest guy, Ifovich, 6'3" in the middle, and their forwards are running 6'2" and 6'1". So a small team, but if they are anything like the Brebuef Braves of old, they will be a very quick team tonight.
That's right, Tom. They really like to pressure the basketball, play aggressive defense, and that will be a big key to tonight's basketball game, is how Columbus North can handle the quickness of the Brebuef Braves.
And now, as the shark music begins to play, the starting lineups for the Columbus North Bulldogs.
You can see here, Tom, at guards, Columbus North again going with Rusty Lloyd, number 23, and Jason Montag, the other guard, number 34. In the middle for Columbus North is their big gun on offense, Luke O'Neill. It will be important for O'Neill to hold his own and control the inside, as he has in their victories so far this season. At forwards will be Steve Bird, number 20, and the other forward will be number 40, Tim Corridon.
And looking at the size that North has there, the really size advantage goes to Columbus North tonight. The question is, as you said earlier, is will they be able to get the ball to the inside to O'Neill? And if they are unable to do that, if Brebuef is able to play a D on that, how are they going to hit from outside?
Well, that's right, Tom. It's one of those battles. Is the quickness more important, or is the size? And it's an interesting matchup when that happens. And tonight you have a good big player in Luke O'Neill. And on the other side, Brebuef is going to try to pressure the basketball so they can't make the easy entry passes into O'Neill. And if they can keep the ball out of O'Neill's hands in the middle, Brebuef feels they have an excellent shot at winning this basketball game.
The lights are back on at Memorial Gymnasium. We're just about ready to get things started. Glad you're with us tonight. live from Memorial Gymnasium on Cardinal Interconnect Sports. And once again, while we have just a second, would like to tell you we do have a change in our schedule that we had released previously. Coming up next Friday night, January the 8th, you will be treated to a live game with two teams ranked in the top 10. Jeffersonville hosting New Albany. We will be there to do that game live via satellite. You'll be able to pick it up right here, Channel 19, beginning at 8 p.m. next Friday night, and we'll give you other schedule changes as far as telecasts are concerned as we go along throughout the evening. We're just about ready to tip it up. Both teams ready, and this game is underway. There's the tip, and it's going to be controlled by Columbus North. Rusty Lloyd with the basketball, kicks it over to the right side to Montag. And inside, ball lost momentarily. The shot up and no good, and a traveling violation against Tim Corridon as he lost the handle going to the paint.
Good defense by Brebuef. You saw Corridon get the ball in the middle, but Brebuef stripped the ball and he came down with it, so that's the traveling violation.
And now Brebuef up the court in a hurry. Layup high off the glass. It's for Jay Johnson. And a foul whistled against Columbus North.
Columbus North starting out with some full court pressure, and Brebuef did a nice job getting the ball into the middle against the zone pressure. Once you get the ball into the middle, you can attack and try to score against defensive pressure like that.
There you see Jay Johnson, a 5'11 junior. He puts it up and in and cashes in on the three-point play. It's 3-0 Brebuef with 7:40 to go first quarter. Lloyd for North across the time stripe to the right side. Looks for a little help. North moving well without the ball right now. No room inside for Steve Bird, and he kicks it back out on top to Montag. He'll work his way in, lays it up off the glass, and good. Jason Montag with two, averaging 9.4 points per contest on the year. Brebuef into the forecourt. That's Jay Johnson, number 50. Nate Miller, he's one to watch, quarterbacking the club right now. Ipovich goes inside to Courtney. Courtney will put it up with the right hand and scores. Larry Courtney's first basket. 5-2, a three-point advantage for Brebuef, and Columbus North turns the ball over.
Tom, it'll be interesting to see how Brebuef attacks North's defense. They've been able to get the ball into the middle against the defense. And once again, Larry Courtney in the middle, unable to cash in there.
And the rebound comes off to Columbus North. Rusty Lloyd in the paint, in trouble, tries to go down low, and that ball's intercepted by Ron Jones. Brebuef now coming the other way in a hurry. Miller with it. Gives it up to Johnson and back to Miller, top of the key. Lloyd looking at him eye to eye. Lob pass goes down low to Ron Jones. He'll put it up, and it dances off the rim and in. His first bucket. And Brebuef has opened up a 5-point lead, 7-2 here with 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Bird with the ball. Out on top to Montag. Montag looks for help to Lloyd. Now they go to O'Neal. First time he's touched the ball on offense, and the turnaround 10-footer is good for Luke O'Neal, averaging 17.9 per contest. Brebuef into the forecourt. Right side baseline. Now the bounce pass comes outside to Johnson, to Miller. Back to Johnson. Miller gives it up to Ipovich. And then the shot up and no good by Courtney, and the rebound off to Columbus North. Quick pass forward to Bird. Bird inside, fakes and travels. Had the idea and then got a little concerned and took the extra step, Ted, and turned it over.
Well, that's right, Tom. Columbus North with 4 turnovers already. 2.5 minutes into the basketball game, 4 turnovers. And that has led to Brebuef with this 7-4 lead here at the start.
5:25 to go first quarter. Brebuef with the basketball and the three-point advantage. Ipovich with the ball. Works it to the left side. Larry Courtney out on top to Nate Miller. Johnson goes back inside. And Miller, he'll try it from 3. Yes. Nate Miller lights it up. He's got 3, and it's a 10-4, 6-point advantage for the Brebuef Braves with 5:07 to go here in the first quarter.
Brebuef doing a nice job against North's zone. They're able to get the ball into the post. That time Larry Courtney got the ball inside. Didn't feel he had the shot, but he pitched it out to Miller, who drained the open 3.
Steve Bird with the basketball, gets a little help from Montag. Montag now wants to go inside again. He'll lay it up. No good. They're going to call a foul. number 50, Jay Johnson, his first and the team's first. So each team has committed one personal here in the first quarter. 4:50 to go, 10-4. Brebuef leading the Columbus North Bulldogs.
Brebuef strictly playing man-to-man defense, even on the out-of-bounds play here. North really needs to get the ball inside to O'Neill, as they do on the out-of-bounds play.
He missed the shot. Rebound comes off to Jay Johnson and will work the other way. Johnson guarded by Montag. Miller. Lloyd backs off of him a little bit. They get it to Ipavich. And now Johnson tries from downtown, and he connects. So back-to-back three-pointers here by Brebuef, and they're opening this thing wide open, 13-4, a 9-point advantage. Pass goes down low. Nobody on number 40, Tim Corridon, and he lays it up and in. Corridon averaging 6.1 points per contest. The lead cut back 13-6. Brebuef on top. Ball slapped away. Nice defensive play by Lloyd. Montag to the free throw line. Kicks it back. Three on the way, off the iron, no good for number 20, Steve Bird, and a rebound foul down low against Columbus North. Going to call this on Luke O'Neill, I believe. It is his first, the team's second, so Brebuef will have the ball out of bounds.
You can take a look here on the replay, Tom. Bird had a nice shot there, a wide open three from the top of the key. Just didn't get the roll, and O'Neill over the back. They're going to call that one every time.
Miller, a little trouble. Now he's got to fire the ball to Johnson on the baseline. Bounce pass, gives it up, lays it up. No good. Foul from behind, Rusty Lloyd.
Well, Tom, right now, Brebuef's really not had any problems with North's pressure. They did make one turnover, but most of the time they've been able to solve the pressure and either get to the basket and draw the foul as they did here, or a couple of open layups earlier in the ball game.
Mark Ipavich puts it up and in. 6'3" senior for Brebuef. That foul was on Rusty Lloyd, his first, and the team's third, as Ipavich connects on both free throws. It's a 15-6 9-point advantage. That has been the largest lead for Brebuef, and they've tied it again. Turnaround jumper in the paint by Jason Montag. He's got 4 now. Montag averaging 9.4 a contest. Brebuef with the basketball. Into the forecourt, left side they go to Ipavich. Nice pass down low. Courtney puts it up and in. Larry Courtney with 4. Brebuef on top by 9, 17-8, with 3:14 to go here in the first quarter.
Courtney's only a 6'2" junior, Tom, but he really works well inside, and he's not intimidated by the size of Luke O'Neill.
With the basketball, Bird. They go into O'Neill, then back out. Montag from 3. Got it. Nice play. Jason Montag with 7 first quarter points here with 2:50 to go. North has cut the lead to 6, 17-11. Brebuef with the basketball. Nate Miller. Between the leg dribble, works on Lloyd, looks for help and has to dish to Johnson. Johnson looking eye to eye there at Tim Corridon playing defense, and the pass goes inside, and now a foul going to be whistled on number Steve Bird. That is his first personal foul. North has committed 4 team fouls here in the first quarter.
Columbus North switched to a man-to-man defense on that last possession, and Brebuef was able to get the ball inside, and Bird committed the foul.
Shot won't go down, and the ball loose. Lloyd picks it up and double dribbles. Didn't agree with the call. Neither did Bill Stearman. He's questioning it now at the coach's area. But it will be Brebuef ball. He's sticking by his guns.
You can see there on the replay, Rusty just lost the handle a little bit. And after it bounced a couple times, he picked it back up. And even though Coach Stearman thought that was not a double dribble, you don't win those arguments very often.
Ipavich to Johnson as Brebuef plays in the forecourt now. Ipavich wanted the 3. He'll step in, takes a 15-footer. Missed everything but the glass, and the rebound off to Tim Corridon. Back to Lloyd and over to Montag. Here come the Bulldogs on the offense. Down quickly, 12-footer on the way. In and out for number 20, Bird. The put back up and in. Rusty Lloyd with a nice offensive glass and 2. His first of the night. 4-point lead now as North has battled back into this thing. They trailed by 9 moments ago. They go down low. The shot up and in. That's number 34. 34, excuse me, Ron Jones. That's his second bucket. Can't read the numbers tonight. North with the basketball now. O'Neal, turnaround jumper off the iron, no good. And the rebound pulled down with authority by Larry Courtney as Brebuef takes over on the offense. 19-13, 6-point advantage. 1:23 to go first quarter. Glad you're with us live from Memorial Gymnasium tonight. Kicking the ball called on Columbus North, and these fans from Columbus North not too thrilled with the officiating early here.
Well, Tom, I think he just called that one on sound. It sounded like Rusty Lloyd kicked the ball, but I think it got him on the forearm. But the official, it sure sounded like a kicked ball, and so he called it, and Brebuef gets the break, leading by 6.
Johnson with it, gives it up to Jones. That's Ifovich now, and they go back to Jones, and he puts it up and in. Ron Jones, 6 points here in the first quarter, 21-13, an 8-point advantage for Brebuef. So North had cut it to 4, but Brebuef scoring 4 unanswered points here. Lloyd with it, kicks it over to Montag. He wants the 3, can't take it, gives it up. Shot on the way by Bird off the front of the iron, no good, and the rebound off to Nate Miller. Down to 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Brebuef with a 21-13 lead over the Bulldogs. And now the Braves content to hold on to the basketball for one shot. Ifovich, a 6'3 senior, helping out up front. Now Johnson back to Ifovich on the right wing. O'Neal looks him eye to eye. And they pass it inside to Jones. Nice move, lays it up strong and in, and an offensive foul. They'll wipe the basket off. Good job defensively by North setting up down there.
That's right, Tom. Steve Bird was able to step right in and draw the charge. Not a good play for Brebuef. Jones has been playing well. You can see here in the replay, he just lowered the shoulder and went right over Bird. Bird with good position, and North gets the last crack at the basket here in the first quarter.
What is it? The rule of verticality on that. Bird, a nice job standing straight up with his hands in the air, although he knew he was going to get hammered. 3 on the way, off the front iron, no good by O'Neal as we end the quarter with our score. Brebuef 21, Columbus North 13. We'll hear from our fine sponsors. You're watching Cardinal Interconnect Sports live on Channel 19.
Driving excitement here at Beeler Pontiac in 1993. That excitement means Pontiac Grand Am. Expressive styling, superior roadability, taut handling, and exciting performance. That's the 93 Pontiac Grand Am. At Beeler Pontiac here in Columbus, you'll find a tremendous selection of 93 Grand Ams. And we're going to make the price just as exciting to you as your hot new wheels. See your Grand Am today at Beeler Pontiac. We're just a block and a bridge from Washington Street on National Road in Columbus.
Now you can replace that unsightly old garage door with a classic look of wood and the convenience and durability of steel. Overhead doors, long-lasting, low-maintenance steel doors are precision embossed with the natural look of wood grain. Our energy-efficient insulated steel doors are backed by a limited lifetime section warranty as you own your home.
Look for the ribbon, look for the name, the original overhead door.
We're started in quarter number 2. Brebuef with the basketball, and they lead it 21-13. 7:45 to go here in the first half as Nate the skate, fires out to Ifovich. He tries from 3. It won't go down, and Rusty Lloyd clears the board for Columbus North. North across the time stripe. Lloyd looks for help. Montag slashed to the bucket as you see Steve Stearns in the game now for North. That's Luke O'Neal, top of the key. There's Lloyd, 18-footer right there. Rusty Lloyd with 4 points. He's averaging 12.9 a contest for Columbus North. And the lead cut back to 6. And Brebuef, trouble, turnover. Montag for North. To the paint, stops, puts it up, and they'll wave it off before the shot. Foul on Brebuef.
Jason Montag has been very active in taking the ball to the basket. You can see there on this last possession on the fast break, he still tries to attack the basket, and he's been able to draw a couple of fouls on Brebuef, along with scoring on one of those drives to the basket this evening.
Ifovich commits the foul, his first, the team's third. Player control foul before the shot, so Lloyd will inbound to Montag and O'Neal. He tries to turn around, and he's hammered by number 10, Nate Miller. So Brebuef catching up with North on the personal fouls. Now they're all the way up to 4 team fouls, and that ties North right now as we have 7:05 to go here in the second quarter. So we may see some one and bonus shooting from both teams here in a few minutes. Lloyd to do the honors again. Was looking for Stearns. Now he goes inside. Shot up off the iron. Josh DeArmond can't get it to go down. The rebound off to Ifovich. So several substitutions for North here in the second quarter. Aaron Herring, number 32 for Brebuef, also in. That's Ifovich with the basketball now. They'll bring it back to Herring on the right side. Ifovich to Miller. Miller, he'll work to the baseline, guarded closely there by Rusty Lloyd. Ifovich and O'Neal going head-to-head, and Ifovich lowered, I'll say it in a minute, the shoulder into O'Neal, but the ball went out of bounds. Turnover, Brebuef.
Well, that's right, Tom. Ifovich was really trying to draw the foul, and he initiated the contact. Good no call by the official. He could have blown the whistle, but it really wasn't a foul on O'Neal. And Ifovich basically threw the ball out of bounds, so North gets the ball with a chance to cut into this lead.
They work it inside. DeArmond, turnaround jumper, up and in. Josh DeArmond, his first basket. He's averaging 2.3 points per contest, a 44% field goal shooter for the Bulldogs. 21-17, the lead back to 4. North edging ever so close. And they try to go inside, and we've got contact and a foul as Larry Courtney was going to take it to the hole, but I believe Steve Stearns got him with the body. If so, his first. And the team's 5th. So 2 more, and it's bonus time for the Braves.
You can see here on the replay, Larry Courtney breaks across the lane, and when he gets open across the lane like that, good things are going to happen for Brebuef. So we're back to live action. He has it in the same spot, and once again, Courtney draws the foul.
Foul is on number 44, Josh DeArmond. That's his first, and the team's 6th. And this will be a shooting foul. Going to the free throw line will be number 31, Larry Courtney. Courtney puts it up and in. We're having some technical trouble with our monitor here and unable to see the replay. We'll call the action as we see it here from the floor area. His second one up and in. So Courtney now with 6 points, and North with the basketball as we work the other way.
North able to hang on to the basketball there. Rusty Lloyd throws the ball back out to Luke O'Neal. Not a strong pass, not what you want to do. Have the ball in O'Neal's hands 30 feet away from the basket. But Luke able to hang on to the ball and draws the foul on Brebuef.
We got 5:55 to go here in the second quarter. North with the basketball. They try to go inside. Ball slapped away. Loose and finally controlled on the steal by number 50, Jay Johnson of Brebuef. To the left side to Jones. That ball's batted around, but Larry out to retrieve it. Johnson again. They go inside. Jones up strong. Missed it again. Ball battled for on the inside and cleared by Brebuef. 33, Justin Farley got that rebound. And finally up and in.
Jay Johnson with a nice move there. The sophomore played a nice game for Brebuef. He's very quick outside.
Gives him 8 points. Stearns with it. Here's a long bomb from outside by Jason Montag. That won't go down, and the rebound off to Larry Courtney. Jason Farley with the basketball now. Jason, kind of a lanky ball player, 6'3", just a sophomore. He'll work on the right side and gives it up to Aaron Herring. Bounce pass right side. The layup is good. Nice bit of work there by Justin Farley as he scores his first basket of the game. And Bill Stearman does not like what he sees, so he'll call a timeout. with 4:34 to go here in the second quarter with our score, Brebuef 27, Columbus North 17.
Well, I'm sure Coach Stearman wasn't happy with the defense there. Justin Farley didn't make a very strong move to the basket, but just found the lane wide open and was able to take it right to the goal. And Columbus North's inside defense, while they have the size advantage, Brebuef's quickness is able to get them some layups and easy shots inside. And they've also drawn enough fouls on North, so they're in the bonus the rest of the half. And Brebuef with a 10-point lead, really taking control of the basketball game here in the first half.
Brebuef led at 21-13 at the end of the first quarter, and they have outscored Columbus North here so far in the quarter, 6-4. So it's not a good situation for Stearman right now, but he saw something that he wanted to correct and called the timeout quickly there.
Well, he's got a couple more players in the game. Greg Rothrock, you can see into the ball game right now to help with the ball movement for North. They haven't been using their size, so O'Neill's out of the game right now. Onto a much smaller lineup to help go against Brebuef's quickness.
Montag from 18 feet. Jason Montag having a whale of a game. He's got 9 thus far. There's a quick whistle now. Brebuef brings it in. Montag had 19 versus Shelbyville. That's his season and career high as a Bulldog. Looking to better that maybe this evening and break the 20 plateau. There's a nice defensive play by Stearns as he slaps it out. He's got a tough assignment in there on Larry Courtney. Now Johnson gives it up to Herring, and they work it around the horn to Farley. That's Johnson now. He'll go in, dishes off, and the shot up by Courtney is good. Great ball movement by Brebuef there. Freed Larry Courtney up for the easy 10-footer. Courtney has 8. Bounce pass by Rothrock. Gets it back on the left wing area. Looks for help inside. Also in the game, Mike Bodart, number 30. There's a pass inside quickly to Rusty Lloyd. Rothrock hesitated. Lloyd now won't. He'll go to the free throw line, puts it up high off the iron to the right side, no good. And the rebound comes off to Justin Farley. And a foul out front on Rusty Lloyd. That will be his second personal foul. And the team now has reached the 7-foul limit. It'll be 1 in bonus situation for Brebuef from here on out.
Well, Tom, Columbus North has gone to the smaller lineup to try to combat Brebuef's quickness. Good ball movement the first time with this lineup. The second time they moved the ball, but really not a good shot there by Rusty Lloyd. North needs to take its time on offense, make Brebuef play some more defense. They play defense aggressively, and when teams play hard defense, you want to make them play a little bit longer.
Shot no good, and the rebound cleared by Rusty Lloyd. To the other end we go. Lloyd with a basketball. Bodart, head fake, gets it back out to Lloyd. Lloyd with a head fake, and they'll call him for the travel. Stepped in, hit the 15-footer, but to no avail as North turns it over once again. In a North 4-4 coming in, Ted. When they take good care of the ball, 13 turnovers average, they win 4 games. When they turn the ball over 19 times, they lose. All 4 of their losses averaging 19 turnovers as number 33, Justin Farley, takes it to the hole and scores. And that's one basic fundamental about this game. You've got to take care of that basketball.
It just makes sense, Tom, that when you have when you don't throw the ball away, you get more chances at the bucket. Sometimes turnovers are out of aggressiveness on offense, but other times it's just carelessness, and those are the ones that really kill coaches. As you see, Mike Bodart drain the three-pointer, hangs the net up, and draws some cheers from the crowd.
And then he gets yanked from the game.
Well, that's one of those things, Tom.
I think that was planned before he made the shot. Well, he earned the rest. Made the three-pointer, and that got him some pine time there where he can rest a little bit. Brebuef with the basketball as they lead at 31-22. Into the forecourt. Johnson, right side. Miller shot off the iron. No good. Ball's loose on the inside, but corralled in there with a rebound for Jason Montag. Bounce pass to the right side. Steve Stearns goes all the way to the hole, lays it up hard. It will not go down for him, but a foul underneath by Ifovich. That's his second foul, and I've got the team with 5.
A good head fake there by Stearns. You can see here on the replay, he looks at the 3, but draws the defense, goes in hard to the basket, uses the left hand, draws the foul, and Stearns now goes to the line for the Bulldogs. I believe that's their first free throw attempts of the evening for Columbus North, while Brebuef has shot 5 or 6 free throws. North needs to take advantage of this time at the line.
See Stearns' numbers there, 54% free throw shooter, and this one rims in and out. So he's 0 for 1. The team 0 for 1 as well. Good look at Steve, a 59% field goal shooter, which is just excellent. He's averaging about 3.9 points a contest. Looking for his first point of the night. A little short on that one. The ball battled for and controlled by Larry Courtney as Stearns goes 0 for 2 from the stripe. 1:32 to go here in the first. 122 your score. Brebuef with the ball and on top by 9. Number 33 is Justin Farley. Dishes it off. Shot up strong by Courtney. He's fouled. Maybe on O'Neal. There were 3 North players on him. Let's see who they're going to whistle it on. It is O'Neal. That's his second. Team's already over the limit. It was in the act of shooting, so Courtney will get a deuce.
Well, Tom, anytime you're able to drive down the lane, you draw the defense to you or you get the open layup. And when the defense helps out on the person driving, he's able to dish. And then what happens is your defense is broken down. And Courtney, a very smart player for Brebuef, sees the opening and grabs the ball, takes it to the rack, and he's fouled. He's drawn at least 4 fouls already here from Columbus North in the first half, and Larry Courtney has been the best player on the floor so far.
And he's got 10 as he goes 2 for 2. He's 4 for 4 on the night from the stripe. He has scored 6 of his 10 points here in the second quarter. And that's a lot of the reason why Brebuef leads it by 11 right now, their longest lead of the game. Number 13, Greg Rothrock to Rusty Lloyd. Lloyd, little boogie move there, back to Rothrock. Rothrock toward the paint, back to Lloyd. And now they dish it into O'Neal. The turnaround jumper, he's way short. Battle for the ball coming out of there with it, number 31. Larry Courtney, and a foul going to be whistled on Rusty Lloyd. That will be his 3rd personal foul. And he did not need that here with just 57 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's see if we can take a look here on the replay, Tom. The ball gets loose, and Rusty, in his hustle for the loose ball, reaches in and grabs Courtney. And Columbus North, like you say, does not need 3 fouls on Rusty Lloyd here in the first half, but that's exactly what they have. And once again, Larry Courtney is at the free throw line.
Eric Neeb, the man replacing Rusty Lloyd right now. Shot up and in by Larry Courtney. He do not miss from the line. He is 5 for 5 right now. Try that little jinx there for the home team. See if it works. There's a good look at the 6'2" junior. Hey, he's going to be around another year, folks. Kind of like the way we saw Alan Henderson. He was in here 4 straight years and really had his best game as a freshman. Courtney with 12 points. He's 6 for 6 from the line here in the second quarter. 35-22. Montag from 3. That ball won't go down, and a foul going to be whistled on Mike Bodart. Will walk to the other end and shoot more free throws. This time, I believe Jay Johnson will have the honors. 35-22, 13-point advantage, and Johnson with an opportunity to build that lead.
Columbus North not executing very well here in the first half, especially here in the second quarter. Brebuef is going to the free throw line, knocking in their free throws. North has made some silly fouls. Just not one of their better efforts so far here this evening.
That was a delayed reaction on the miss there as Johnson can't get it to go. North now, Montag in traffic, puts it up strong. O'Neal on the inside, it won't go down for him. Still battling O'Neal, and a foul finally from behind. As O'Neal got 2 chances at it, the ball just would not go in and finally was tapped from behind here. Let's see who they whistle it on. Justin Farley, maybe. It is his first. Team's over the limit, so it's bonus situation now for North, but there's just 34 ticks left on the clock here in the half, and they trail it right now by 13 points. Good look at Luke O'Neill. 6'5", 58 from the field, 65% from the line, and he misses this one. And the rebound off to Larry Courtney. North 0 for 3 from the stripe tonight, and that's not good.
Everything is pointing in Brebuef's favor right now with 30 seconds to go in the first half. A large lead, 13-point lead, but the game of basketball is funny, Tom, and a halftime break can do wonders for a ball club, and North is not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination right now.
We're down to 18 seconds. Brebuef going to work for one last shot here. 16. Johnson with it, and he traveled. And Coach Mike Miller, well, he spotted that one right now. Before the official called it, he just kind of cringed and turned his back. He knew it was coming.
Well, just like at the end of the first quarter, here in the second quarter, they're holding for the final shot, and they come away with a turnover. Not the execution that Mike Miller would like to see from Brebuef, but they now get the turnover themselves.
And we go the other way, and it's turned back over. So turnover city. Here's a shot for 3. Won't go down for Montag, and we're at halftime with the score. Brebuef 35, Columbus North 22. We'll hear from some of our fine sponsors and be back with more at halftime. We're live at Memorial Gymnasium on Cardinal Interconnect Sports.
Tearing North up there. You can see on the halftime stats, Tom, Brebuef shot 63% from the floor and 82% from the line. Pretty close in the rebound battle, 12 to 10. Three-pointers, Brebuef 2 for 4, North 2 for 8. The free throw percentage and field goal percentage is the difference there, with Brebuef shooting 63% from the floor.
We're back to action, and very quickly we get started as number 40, Tim Corden, steps up and bags a 14-footer from the left side baseline, and North has pulled the lead down to 11 right now. So a little confidence builder there maybe by Corden as North gets things started here defensively now as Brebuef takes control of the basketball. Miller with it, works it over to Ifovich, and they go inside to Johnson, and he puts it up and in. Jay Johnson, a very good-looking ball player. He's got 10 points on the night.
There was a nice cut inside by Johnson, and he just took it right up at Luke O'Neill, not afraid of going up against the taller man. And Brebuef, again, scoring down low.
Pass goes to the right side, Rusty Lloyd. Ben Davis did a great job on North as far as their outside shooting. Came out playing man-to-man, a lot of man-to-man defense, and even in a zone, coming out putting pressure on that three-pointer. Nice give and go to the inside to O'Neill, but a steal by Miller. We go to the other end. Wide open Johnson lays it up, missed it, but he's fouled. Number 40, Tim Corden, picks up his second personal foul. That's the team's first of the half. But as we were saying, Ben Davis, a good job of putting pressure on.
Well, that's right, Tom. Again, the good pressure by Brebuef's defense leads to the steal and the fast break. North tried a nice give and go. O'Neill on the drive to the basket, but Brebuef's quick hands were able to steal the ball, and Johnson at the free throw line for 2 free throws.
And he misses. He is 1 for 3 now from the line. When you are not given the outside, it's tough to hit three-pointers when someone's putting a hand in your face. Tough to hit any shot, but especially that long bomb, you've got to be able to concentrate and see the basket. Misses both ends. North with the ball now. And a nice diving move to the inside by Steve Bird, but he missed everything but the bankboard. And the rebound comes off to Brebuef. Johnson, little shuffle move, and turns it over. If Brebuef has a weakness tonight, it's that little jitterbug step they like to do out front with the basketball, and these officials not letting them get by with it one iota.
That's true, Tom. The officials are calling a very close game tonight, and Brebuef, their defensive pressure has really forced North into some tough opportunities.
North with the ball now. That's Steve Bird. Looks for some help, finds Rusty Lloyd. He's being guarded. They go inside. Now Luke O'Neill gets a little room to work inside, and he puts it up and in.
Nice execution there by North. O'Neal down low. That's the first option. Anytime you can get the ball to your 6'8" kid just 4 or 5 feet away from the basket, that's where you want the basketball.
Oh, they got to go to him. Got to get that high percentage shot. And on the other end, if you want money, you go to number 31, Larry Courtney, as Brebuef did right then. He scores and is fouled. He's got 14 points on the night thus far, and he's back on the free throw line where he is 6 out of 6 on the evening.
Well, Tom, keep trying. Maybe you can jinx him here.
I'm working on it here. I don't think anything affects him, though. There you get the good look at the 6'2" junior. Nice form. Good roll on the ball, and it goes right through for him.
Larry Courtney's a fine player. He does a nice job of cutting to the basketball in the open spot, and his teammates are really looking for him.
Lloyd loses the ball, and a foul going to be whistled on number 31, Larry Courtney. That is his first foul, the team's first here of the half. And there's water all over the floor, and we'll have some housekeeping over in front of the Brebuef bench. You can see the displeasure of the call from Mike Miller. He kind of threw in the towel on it, no pun intended. 40-26 your score, a 14-point advantage for Brebuef. North with the basketball, a chance to break that. O'Neal from 3 off the iron, no good, and the rebound off to Larry Courtney. Johnson with it for the Braves. To the near side, Nate Miller. He'll work it around the top of the key and gives it up to Ifovich. Just think how our tongues would be twisted if he was a point guard. Missed the shot. Her rebound pulled out of there by Tim Corridon. And Johnson with the steal slaps it into the lap of Josh DeArmond on the North bench. North will have the basketball out of bounds, and you see head coach Bill Stearman shouting instructions there, teaching, coaching. If anyone's got a place on the sideline over there, a certain seat, it's Bill. He's sat on that bench quite a few times here over the course of the years. O'Neal with it, looks for help on the inside. North seems to be moving well offensively, but Brebuef an excellent job on man-to-man pressure. Rusty Lloyd dish inside. Ball lost out of bounds by Corridon. They say last touched by Brebuef. Substitution coming back into the game for Brebuef, number 33, Justin Farley. And he'll replace Mark Ifovich.
Columbus North doing a much better job here in the second half of moving the basketball. They've gone from one side of the floor to the other several times, and then they can get the ball inside there. Corridon takes the outside shot.
To the other end, quickly up and in. Justin Farley. He has 6 points. 4:22 to go here in the third quarter. And a timeout, Columbus North. 4:19 on the clock. Columbus North 42, Brebuef 26. And Bill Stearman again concerned with the situation right now and trying to slow down the momentum here that Brebuef has built back into the third quarter.
Columbus North really hasn't had much going for them this evening. They haven't been able to get the ball into O'Neal inside very often. A few times they've been able to get the ball inside there, and the quick hands of Brebuef have really slapped the ball away or not allowed off the type of shot he wanted. On the other end, Brebuef, they're doing everything they want. They make Columbus North play defense for a while. They make good cuts across the lane, and they're not hitting outside shots to shoot that nice percentage. They're getting close shots to the basket, and that's normally when you can shoot a high percentage like the Braves are doing this evening.
Montag with 9 points, the leading scorer for Columbus North right now, as they bring the basketball inbounds. 4:17, 4:16. Clock on the roll here. The enemy of North right now as they trail. Shot from three-point range by Bird won't go down. Brebuef clears the board. Johnson gives it up to Miller, and he travels. Turnover, Brebuef. North will have the ball now and another opportunity. You think Bill's concerned about that quick shot by North, Ted?
I think he is, Tom. They really need to work the basketball and make Brebuef play defense a little longer.
There's a steal, ball's loose, everyone hustling for it, and finally controlled by Brebuef. Into the forecourt, Farley with it, gives it up left side. Courtney, yes sir. Larry Courtney, 17 points, 44-26, an 18-point advantage. And things not looking good for the home team right now. 3 on the way, good. Number 40, Tim Corden, lights it up. He's got 7. Averaging 6.1 a game. And Bill Stearman going to bring Greg Rothrock back into the ball game, it looks like, as well. What do you do in this situation? Do you continue to experiment with your team now?
Well, I think you have to. When things aren't going well, you have to make some changes. The kids are playing hard. They're just not executing very well this evening. They're not shooting that well from the outside, but the main thing is they're not getting very many good shots.
Brebuef with the ball. Oh, blind pass, saved by Courtney. Good hustle by the junior. And back out to Nate Miller, and Brebuef will set it up once again. That could have been a turnover very easily, but a nice individual effort there by Courtney to save the ball in bounds. Here's Farley from downtown. He got it. Farley with a three-pointer. He's got 9 points now, and 7-29 your score. 2:53 to go here in the third quarter. Ouch. Greg Rothrock fouled by number 50, Jay Johnson, his second. The team is committed to in the half, so it'll be out of bounds to the Bulldogs of Columbus North.
Columbus North really hasn't been able to penetrate to the basket tonight, Tom, and that's one of the things that you need to do. When the team is pressuring you on defense, you have to go right at them and take advantage of their aggressiveness and either draw some fouls or blow by them and get the easy basket. And so far this evening, North just hasn't been able to do that against Brebuef's quickness.
Montag has a shot block, gets it back, and then it's stripped away by number 33, Justin Farley. I think I've been calling him Jason. It's Justin Farley for Brebuef, number 33. That's Miller with the basketball right now. Looks for help, and a nice job by Rusty Lloyd, anticipating the pass and slapping it out of bounds. The Braves are pretty decent crowd to see them play tonight. Not a real big crowd here, but not bad. Decent size for this day after New Year's Day. Farley in some kind of trouble there. Courtney fouled from behind, and O'Neal may have picked up his third personal foul there.
Well, Justin Farley found himself in a trap. He did a nice job of stepping through. You can see right here on the trap, he gets in trouble, picks up his dribble, but he does step through. And if you can find Larry Courtney, you're going to get out of trouble quickly, because Courtney uses his quickness. I know, Tom, you think there was a travel there on the replay. Might have been. But when you get the ball in Courtney's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape, at least this evening. He's played very well, and Mike Miller has to be happy with Larry Courtney.
I think he traveled. Justin Farley had the pivot foot dancing all over the floor. They just didn't see it. 3 on the way from number 10, Nate Miller. Nate, the skate, has 6. 50-29. Brebuef opening their lead wider. 21 points now. O'Neal on the other end. The turnaround is Luke O'Neal with 6. Those aren't boos you're hearing from the North crowd. They're going, Luke, Luke.
I'm sure Bill Stearman would like to hear some more of those Lukes.
Courtney up and in at the other end. Larry Courtney. 19 points. 1:04 to go third quarter. 52-31 your score. Montag in trouble in the paint. He's fouled. And he helps up Nate Miller in a good show of sportsmanship. Larry Courtney has picked up his second personal foul. Here's the replay.
You can see Montag driving into the middle. Whenever you drive into the middle with the basketball, good things are bound to happen. And there, Courtney was trying to help out and reaches in and gets called for the foul.
Courtney's going to get some pine time here and help Mike Miller coach on the sideline. So he well-deserved rest. He's having a whale of a ball game tonight.
Well, if he can coach as well as he's playing this evening, I'm sure that Coach Miller would like some help like that.
21-point advantage right now for Brebuef with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. North needs to put something together in a hurry here, or this game could be long over. And they're going to go to their money man on the inside and a quick foul. Going to call number 34, Ron Jones, for leaning into O'Neal with the body. Some people call that the lambada. We call that a personal foul in basketball.
Well, Tom, Columbus North, if they have any chance at getting back in this basketball game, they need to draw some fouls. I don't think the lambada is going to help them, but some free throws might help them. And if they can get to the line and make some free throws, maybe get some three-pointers, you never know.
Shot up no good by number 13, Greg Rothrock. Ball's loose. Rusty Lloyd picks up personal foul number 4. There's Braves head coach Mike Miller getting a shot of that Gatorade. It's tough on the bench, folks, when you're yelling at players and trying to get their attention. Let's see the Lloyd foul. There it is, cutting across in front.
That's the 4th foul on Rusty Lloyd. And again, that's a foul that really, as a coach, you just cringe when you see that, because he really didn't have a nice chance to steal the ball. A silly foul, and North has 4 fouls here.
And again, Brebuef going to try to ice. Johnson to Jones. Back out on top to Herring. And then to Farley. Farley double teamed there, having some problems with the basketball, and they're going to call a foul. I believe on number 13, Greg Rothrock. That'll be his first, and the team's second or third.
I believe that's their
5th. I'm sorry.
On the team. You can see North gets a double team, but that's not a very good place to double team out in the middle out front. You want to get them on the sidelines if at all possible, where you can use that sideline as an extra defender.
Down to 23 seconds. Lob pass. Here's a steal by North. Rothrock with it. Brings it up the court. Bounce pass. Right side. Fake by Corden. Got his man up in the air. Then he buries the 3. Corden with 10 points. Now takes the scoring lead on the North ledger. 2 3-pointers here in the second half, along with another deuce. And wow, 8 out of 10 points here in half number 2.
You can see there, nice fake by Corden, and he kept his feet behind the line to go up with the 3-pointer.
Rusty has just fouled out of the game, folks. I think. Let's see who they're going to whistle it on.
Rusty Lloyd is his 5th, 16 foul.
And that's 6 against Columbus North, but big part of this is they lose Rusty Lloyd for the remainder of the evening, which is a whole quarter and 8 seconds. So Rusty is finished well below his average of 12.9 a game, and he'll leave this ball game with 4 points and a very frustrated player right now.
At the same time, Tom, that puts Brebuef in the bonus for the entire 4th quarter.
Here's Johnson. Official calls a nice block on the play. O'Neal, I think, up there with Montag. One of them got a piece of the ball, and that's the end of the quarter. We'll take a break and hear from some of our fine sponsors. Our score after 3 here, the Brebuef Braves in command, 52-34 over the host Columbus North Bulldogs.
Sure, your old gas furnace still works, but with energy savings of up to 40%, the Lennox Pulse 21 gas furnace, goodbye a lot easier.
I'm Tim McIver of Lush Heating and Air Conditioning. You'll never go wrong with quality, so why not choose the best in product and service? Lennox and Lush's, a winning combination since 1917.
Give my friend Tim at Lush's a call today.
When energy savings a must be a Lennox.
Welcome back to Memorial Gymnasium. You can see the score as we have finished 3 quarters of play. We head into the final stanza of this basketball game. 8 minutes up on the clock, and the Braves with the basketball on the alternating possessions. And quickly, Jay Johnson takes it to the hole, and he's fouled. Steve Stearns is going to pick up the personal. And as Ted told you before the break, it's 1 in bonus time from henceforth for Brebuef. And they will be mounting their lead if they can just hit their free throws now.
Well, that's one of the things that can help North get back in the basketball game. If they don't hit their free throws, and I believe that Jay Johnson has had some problems this evening. As soon as I say it, he drops it.
That was a reverse jinx right there, Ted. Here's Bill a little frustrated with the play tonight there. You can see, oh my word.
That's all you can do in this situation. You keep hoping your kids can snap out of it and play a little bit better.
And Brebuef now putting on the press big time. Lob pass down low to Stearns. Should have put it up, didn't, and kicks it back out. Rothrock, here's a steal. All alone, Jay Johnson puts it up and in. Johnson now, 14 points. And it's 56-34, 22-point advantage for the Braves. Montag in trouble. Triple team foul. Jay Johnson, his third. Kind of a short bench tonight for the Brebuef Braves. They've got 5 on the floor and 4 on the bench. They've got 9 players on their roster tonight for the varsity game. So should they get in some foul trouble here in the ladder going, they could be hurting for certain. Have to grab a JV guy out of the bleachers and get him dressed real quick.
Tom, right now I think they're so far in front they could finish this one up with 2 or 3 players. They're just executing so well, and North is just behind a step or two tonight.
Triple team on the inside and another foul. And that's on 50. That's Jay Johnson. And hey, I could be a Jeannie Dixon of 93 here. That's 4 on Jay Johnson. And he will go out of the game with 4 fouls now. So there's one of your 5 starters that'll have to do pine time here. Really, North needs something like that right now. They need 2 or 3 of the. I'll tell you who they need on the bench is Larry Courtney, number 31. If they can get him out of the game. Lob pass all the way out, and that's stolen, but it's going to be controlled by Columbus North. Tim Corden leaves his defender and then throws the ball into the pep band. Turnover North. Brebuef with the basketball.
You can see here, Tom, on the replay, this is when Jay Johnson made this steal, and he just takes it right to the basket. Didn't worry about Steve Stearns on defense. He felt confident he could go right over him with that left hand, and sure enough, he did.
That's Farley with the basketball. Goes inside to Courtney. When Courtney gets the ball, people listen. Here's a shot up and in. Was that Jones?
Yeah, that was Ron Jones. He's been very quiet in the second half, but in the first half, he really hurt North early in the ball game, and we have another foul on Brebuef. I think that was on Justin Farley.
That's his second foul. The team has committed their 7th, so it's the battle of the free throw lines now for both teams. Who can make them and who will miss?
You can see on the ball being thrown up the floor, and Farley going for the steal, drawing the foul.
At the line, number 40, Tim Corden. Puts it up and in. Corden, on the season, a 71% free throw shooter. He's 1 for 1 tonight. His best game at the line, he made 2 for 4 against Martinsville, and made 2 for 2 against New Albany, and he's made 2 here tonight. So he has tied a career mark for free throws made in the game. 2 for 2 tonight.
Ever the optimist, Tom. You're looking for something good here.
Hey, you got to.
That's right.
Ifovich kicks it back out to Nate Miller. Corden by 12 points. And that ties his season best, 12 against Shelbyville. And a foul on the inside. They're going to whistle this on Steve Stearns, I believe, number 22. And that'll be the 3rd foul on Stern. It is.
Well, Tom, what you'd really like to do for Columbus North right here is play hard, keep the lead at the same level that it is. You're going to see here Brebuef again gets the ball inside. Jones with the good hands, the spin move to the basket, and the reach-in foul by Jason Montag, and he's going out of the basketball game now.
Well, Joe Chambers, 42, is checking in. And we were told that number 41 for Columbus North coming into the ball game. Nathan Bean would not play because of illness, but I guess you can't get no sicker than this game right now, so they're bringing him in. Bill very concerned, and rightly so here, as his team down by 13 points. Ron Jones, his first free throw is good. He has 9 points, missed the second one, but controlling it is Courtney. And Brebuef will have the ball. 6:17 left to go in this basketball game. Ivkovic to Farley. Farley with it. Left side, bounce pass to Ivkovic. Goes to the top of the key, looks for help, and kicks it back over to Justin Farley. He'll go to the baseline, takes it all the way in and scores. Justin Farley with 11 points for Brebuef. 61-36. Rothrock now brings it up. Looks for some help. Goes to Bean. Bean with it. Left side, O'Neal. Inside, turnaround jumper up and no good. The tip, no good, and the putback, no good again by number 24, Luke O'Neal, as Joe Chambers started that mess, and nice job of offensive glass there by Luke O'Neal before the foul.
Well, that's right, Tom. O'Neal still battling in there. Not one of his better evenings here tonight, but what you want from your kids is the best effort. And even though North is not playing well, they are giving a good effort here this evening. They're trying as hard as they can, and that's what you want to see. Execution isn't always going to be there. Brebuef is a nice basketball team. They're only 3-3 coming into tonight's basketball game, but they've been beaten by some very good teams. And North has a tough time matching up with a team like Brebuef. They're so quick that it puts a lot of pressure on North, and we've seen that come out of this game here this evening.
You know, this does give you an opportunity to get some things accomplished here halfway as you're working toward the halfway mark of your season. If you're down 25 points with a little over 5.5 minutes to go. You've got some inexperienced kids that you'd like to get some more varsity time as you head up into the conference play in the second half of the season. And right now it seems to be what Bill's going to do. He's going to leave Luke O'Neal in there, and then he's giving some of the players that maybe don't get a lot of playing time in other than Corden. He's giving them an opportunity here and to work as a team and work against someone other than their own teammates.
Well, that's right, Tom. Experience does help down the road, and hopefully for North they can learn something from this ball game, and that is if you get the ball inside, no matter what your size, good things are going to happen, and Brebuef has given them a very good lesson of that this evening, repeatedly working the ball inside to the smaller players like Larry Courtney or Ron Jones. But when they do that, good things have happened for Brebuef.
They have the basketball now for O'Neal. That was his 7th point, well below his 17.9 points per game average. So Brebuef has done a good job of shutting off the inside, and O'Neal scoring. Shot up, no good by 33, Justin Farley, and a foul underneath, and they're going to whistle this on Columbus North. Maybe on Corden, number 40. Let's wait on the call here. It is Corden, his 4th personal foul. So our second North player in danger of fouling out of this one. Farley will be at the line with a 1 in bonus, and he connects on his first one. His first trip to the stripe tonight, he's got 12 points, a 6'3" sophomore, so we'll see him in Memorial Gym a couple more times here in the next 2. There's a good look at the 6'3" forward as he puts the second one up and in. Good job by Brebuef on the free throw line tonight. They've missed 5 free throws out of a ton. Shot on the way, no good by number 40, Tim Corden, and the ball cleared by Brebuef. Made a nice move, but was a little off balance, tried to force it in. Caught the left side of that rim. Or as the announcer for Boston used to say, draws iron.
Johnny Moose, one of the best.
Nate Miller handling the ball. Around the horn they go to Ivkovic. Back to Nate. Bean looking him eye to eye. To the near side to Justin Farley. Brebuef in no hurry to shoot, and they lose the ball now. Turnover, let's see if North can convert here. Bean almost called for the travel there. O'Neal, top of the key. Tim Corden from three-point range. Missed everything, but saved by Bean. Now they go underneath. The shot up and in. Joe Chambers. So North, fortunate there, still working hard, and Chambers picks up his first bucket of the night.
Well, that's right, Tom. Good effort by North. They come up with a loose ball, and that leads to good things. A second chance basket, and they haven't had very many of those this evening.
With a basketball, Larry Courtney. O'Neal comes out to guard him. You got Eric Neeb going face-to-face with Nate Miller. Justin Farley, who came off the bench, has done a fine job. Now Jones puts it up, does a nice job of drawing the foul there. I believe O'Neal's picked up his fourth personal foul.
Well, late in the basketball game here this evening, Tom, Brebuef is trying to spread out the defense. North is trapping, doing what they can to put some pressure on the ball, maybe come up with some steals. And this gives Brebuef a chance to work against a pressure defense like that. And I have to tell you, they're pretty good against this kind of defense. They can get the ball inside. They're very patient. And then they'll get the ball inside to Jones or Courtney. Ifovich has done a nice job handling the basketball outside for Brebuef. And Nate Miller and Jay Johnson have done a nice job also on the outside. And the Braves have just shown that they're a very polished basketball team.
Comes out of the game, checking in, Mike Bodart, 6'1", 223 senior. Jones 2 for 3 from the stripe tonight. And that one rims out, and Bodart quickly gets in the statistician's book with a rebound. Down the floor come the Bulldogs. To the right side, number 42, Joe Chambers. Wants to go inside and can't. Bean with it now. Kicks it over to Bodart. Bodart finds Neeb. Neeb will put it up. That's short. Ball's loose and then picked out of there by Miller. He'll go to Jones. Jones going to take it up, and he slams it home.
He throws that one down, Tom. That gets the crowd excited a little bit. Not much to cheer about as far as winning the basketball game, but some entertainment there as Ron Jones took it in, said, forget about the defense. I'm throwing this one down.
Neeb from three-point range, left side rims out. Rebound underneath. Bodart back up, no good. And it's pulled out of there, and a foul as Ifovich got the rebound, and the foul's on Bodart. Let's see that slam again.
Here you can see the steal, and downtown Ronnie Jones.
With authority. Let's see it again. Different angle this time. Oh, yeah. That's a rim rattler in anybody's gymnasium.
Tim Corden was hustling back on defense, but there was nothing he was going to do to challenge Ron Jones there.
Jones able to, about 33 straight up vertical leap on that one. He's not a very big kid. Jones just stands 6'1", but he went up strong with that one and dominated.
When they got the steal, you could see his eyes light up. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him trying to sneak out on the break a few more times here in these last 3 minutes of this basketball game.
There's Mark Ifovich, is how you pronounce that. The second one up and in. He's 4 for 4 from the stripe tonight. That's his scoring this evening, 4 points. Eric Neeb with a basketball. Looks for some help. Finds it in Bean. Bodart. Oh, Bodart with a nice move. It won't go down for him. Ball battled for underneath and controlled down there by number 32, Aaron Herring, but he is surrounded by the Bulldogs, and they're going to call a foul on number 14, Eric Neeb, I believe, and that'll be his first. We'll walk to the other end, shoot some more free throws. 2:25 to go in the game. Brebuef just a point away of opening up a 30-point lead. They lead by 29 right now. And we're getting some more substitutions now for Brebuef. That's Clay Walters, number 21. He's a youngster coming in to get some playing time here for the Braves. Free throw on the way, won't go down, and the rebound pulled out of there by number 42, Joe Chambers. So Aaron Herring 0 for 2 from the stripe tonight. Neeb, Bodart from 3, no. Rebound pulled down by Justin Farley. Bodart out on him. North still fighting for that ball. And we've got 10 seconds. North with a good job defensively keeping Brebuef from getting across the time stripe. So we'll go the other direction with it now. Columbus North. But 2:03 to go and an opportunity to break the 40-point plateau here in this basketball game. We got a freeze here of this vertical leap. I want you to take a look at this, Ted. Look at that guy. He's 33 inches off the ground.
He's definitely up there, and you can see that Tim Corden, he did hustle, but he didn't want any part of that one, as Ron Jones was way up there, and he had a lot of oomph behind that one,
man.
Throwing that thing down.
I don't even think he jumped as hard as he could. He probably could have put it into his elbow there. We've got a turnover now. North having trouble. 5 seconds getting it in after the ball was slapped out of bounds. So Brebuef will have the basketball back with 1:53 to go. 68-39 your score.
Look for Jones going deep again. He wants another slam.
That's some new players. That's Scott Stokes, 45 in the game. With the basketball now, Ron Jones. Aaron Herring. Starters out of the game now for Brebuef. All except Jones, and Jones has one thing on his mind right now, and that's throwing a rock through the hole up there the hard way.
Well, you're right. We're having fun with this because that's about all you can do when it's a 29-point game. But Coach Miller for Brebuef has to be pleased. His kids really haven't gotten out of control with the big lead. They're still playing smart basketball around. And as a coach, you have to be pleased with the way your kids are playing when they're doing that in this kind of a basketball game.
And Aaron Herring can't find the distance from the free throw line. He is 0 for 3. Missed the front end of 3 1-and-1s. Bean from outside off the iron, no good. Battle for the ball controlled by Herring. And a nice steal by Neeb. Bodart. Bounce pass left side. 3 on the way off the iron, no good for Tim Corridon. And the ball out of bounds to Brebuef. 1:09 to go. 68-39. The Braves will win number 4 on the season. North will fall to 4-5 on the year. And we've got contact now. And the official talking to Neeb and Jones as they are playing, hip check out there, battling for position. And the official didn't like what he saw, so he got it straightened out. Now, they're going down to Jones. Jones going for the downs on that one, and he'll work his way up to the stage. Does a little song and dance while he's there, and we'll return to the basketball floor.
Well, Ron Jones really wanted to break out of the pack there for the slam jam, but a little hesitant there on the out-of-bounds play.
Bean, 42 is Chambers. Puts it up, missed it. (68-39) our score. Columbus North has scored just 5 points here in the fourth quarter, and that do hurt you.
Well, that's exactly right, Tom. Rusty Lloyd fouling out at the end of the third quarter really sealed the fate for the Dogs. Here in the fourth quarter, they've just been disorganized on offense, and Brebuef has to get some credit for that because their defensive pressure has been strong throughout the game.
If Joe Chambers can make this, he'll tie his season high of 1 free throw made in a game, and it just won't go down for him. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Traveling violation against Brebuef, so North another chance on offense here. 51 seconds left. 68 Brebuef, 39 Columbus North. Bodart in trouble. Gets it out to Neeb. Neeb from three-point range. Little strong. Rebound cleared in there by Justin Farley. Bounce pass. Jones wants to go to the hole with it, and he travels. Big smile on his face there as they blew the whistle. He wanted to take it inside and slam it home again. He even had his path drawn. You could see it with his eyes. 33 ticks left on the clock. North with another trip up offensively. They want to break this 40-point plateau. Bodart misfires from downtown, but Neeb with a nice job on the rebound, lays it up and in. Eric Neeb's first basket, and it's 68-41 now. And Brebuef in trouble. Jones fouled by number 40, Tim Corridon, and he is gone. But what a great game by Tim Corridon tonight. He stepped up and scored 12 points, tied his career best and season best here. Scoring with a couple of three-pointers. 10 of his 12 points coming in the second half.
Well, that has to be the highlight for North this evening because they really didn't get much production from some of the other players.
In fact, he's the only one in double figures for North tonight. Misfiring Jones from the free throw line. He's had his troubles there. Neeb has the shot blocked. He'll go back up again, and no. And the rebound controlled by Scott Stokes, and that's your ball game, folks. The final score, Brebuef 68, Columbus North 41. Let's take a break here from some of our fine sponsors. We'll be back with our player of the game after these messages on Cardinal Interconnect Sports.
That'll be $62.75.
Do you take plastic?
Plastic. Master Plaster.
Ching. The Recover card.
Ching. Ultimate expense. Gold. Ching. Platinum. Ching. Ching. Uranium. Ching.
Uranium?
Rallies still accepts cash, and very little of it. Rallies has it right.
Frank Anderson Tire Company, the home of the performance tires. Bridgestone High Performance HP41 and RE71. Bridgestone Potenza HP41 has an aggressive tread pattern designed for outstanding performance in all weather. Also, the Bridgestone Potenza RE71 has the high performance handling characteristics to satisfy the most demanding of drivers. Frank Anderson Tire Company stocks a large selection of the Firestone High Performance Sporty tires, Firestone GTX, Firehawk SS, and SS White Letter Radio. That's all at Frank Anderson Tire Company, where your wheels come and go.
At Presto Print, you receive quality-friendly service at an affordable price, conveniently located at 25th Street Shopping Center. We offer free analysis of your printing requirements and can make recommendations to improve or enhance your image. We also offer free pickup and delivery. Excellent service and customer satisfaction are our most valued commodities. We are a full-service print shop. We can do typesetting, layout and design, printing, copying, bindery, color copying, almost anything. Call or come by today. 25th Street Shopping Center.
Turn on the heat, but that old furnace lets you down. Install the system you can rely on. Tempstar.
Rely on Peters Plumbing and Heating, Bartholomew County's largest residential Tempstar dealer for the most efficient heating unit for your home. Known for their quality service and dependability on all makes, call on the family that's dedicated to your satisfaction.
Tempstar furnaces are quiet, efficient, and extremely reliable. Tempstar. Rely on the star.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here once again to Columbus North's Memorial Gymnasium. The score tonight, Brebuef 68, Columbus North 41. And we'll send you down to Tom Gross with our player of the game, Tim Corridon.
Welcome back to the floor here at Memorial Gymnasium. We're with our player of the game, Tim Corridon, and Tim will be presented a plaque from the fine folks at Hoosier Sporting Goods and Cardinal Communications. Tim, first of all, great game tonight, 12 points. That ties your season high. You had 12 against Shelbyville. Tell me a little bit about the game tonight.
We got outplayed defensively first half. Second half, it's just we were trying to catch up, a lot of bad shots, but we had to take them. We got to learn that we got to come out with a lot of intensity in the first quarter, or we're going to get beat like this. So until we learn to do that, then we're not a good team. We're an average team right now, but we need to be a good team.
I know one thing that we noticed is after you came out of the break, you picked up your play. You scored 2 points in the first half and 10 of your 12 in the second half. Did you feel like you played a little better game in the last 2 quarters?
Yeah, I really hope that Luke would have a better game, but with that sprained ankle, he just didn't have it in him. And Rusty played all right. We need Rusty to pick it up because he's by far the best player we have. Rusty needs to have a lot more points, and when those two aren't scoring, then somebody's got to score. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm the man to do it every game, but if I feel I got a hot hand, then I'll shoot. So we need Montag in there a lot more too.
It also looked like you guys, as far as defensively, had a little trouble with the quickness of Brebuef tonight.
Yeah, we weren't anticipating. On a quick team like that, you have to anticipate. I'm not sure how fundamentally sound they are. They didn't do a lot of back cutting when they could have, but then again, we weren't anticipating as much as we could have. So overall, we need to pick up our intensity and play with some smarts. Other than that, I don't know what to say.
Okay. Well, congratulations to you. We'd like to present you with this plaque and take that down to Hoosier Sporting Goods, and they will put your name on that.
All right.
And good game. Let's have some more of them this year, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to do it from the floor here. Let's take it back up to Ted Rutan as Brebuef wins big over Columbus North.
All right, thanks, Tom. Once again, the final 68-41. We'll run down the individual scoring in tonight's basketball game. We have for Brebuef, they were led by Larry Courtney with 19 points. Jay Johnson chipped in with 14. Justin Farley, 13. Ron Jones, 12. And the play of the game for him with that slam dunk, Nate Miller added 6 points, and Mark Ifovich, 4 on 4 of 4 free throw shooting. Columbus North was led by Tim Corridon with 12 points, the only Bulldog in double figures. Jason Montag with 9. Those all came early in the ball game. Luke O'Neill with 7. Rusty Lloyd, 4 points, and he fouled out in the third quarter, late in the third quarter. 3 points for Mike Bodart, and 2 points each for Josh DeArmond, Eric Neeb, and Joe Chambers. North shot 17 for 52 from the floor, 33%, and they were also 3 for 9 from the free throw line for 33%. From three-point range, they were 4 out of 17, 24%. They had 25 rebounds and 14 turnovers. Really, the rebounds and turnovers were fairly even in tonight's basketball game, where Brebuef had the great edge was in their field goal shooting, 23 for 33, 70% from the floor. And 4 out of 6 from three-point range, 67%. They also went to the line 27 times, 18 out of 27, 67% free throw shooting tonight for Brebuef. And Tom, the stats don't lie. When you shoot 70% from the floor and go to the free throw line 27 times, you're going to win the basketball game.
Okay, let's take a break, and we'll be back to wrap things up here. Again, you can see the final score. Brebuef wins it over Columbus North, 68-41. We're live from Memorial Gymnasium on Cardinal Interconnect Sports.
Driving excitement here at Beeler Pontiac in 1993. That excitement means Pontiac Grand Am. Expressive styling, superior roadability, taut handling, and exciting performance. That's the 93 Pontiac Grand Am. At Beeler Pontiac here in Columbus, you'll find a tremendous selection of 93 Grand Ams, and we're going to make the price just as exciting to you as your hot new wheels. See your Grand Am today at Beeler Pontiac. We're just a block and a bridge from Washington Street on National in Columbus.
When it's time to turn on the heat, but that old furnace lets you down, install the system you can rely on. TempStar.
Rely on Peters Plumbing and Heating, Bartholomew County's largest residential TempStar dealer for the most efficient heating unit for your home. Known for their quality service and dependability on all makes, call on the family that's dedicated to your satisfaction.
TempStar furnaces are quiet, efficient, and extremely reliable. TempStar. Rely on the star.
Welcome back to Memorial Gymnasium. A couple of programming notes that tonight's game will be replayed tonight on Friday night at 11:30, and you'll be able to see it Sunday, Monday, Saturday. This is Saturday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as we go 4 nights of replays at 7 and 11:30. So if you have some family or other friends or whatever that are not in town for the holidays, they will be able to pick up tonight's broadcast here on Channel 19. Also, one that you don't want to miss, folks, coming up this Friday night, it will be Jeffersonville playing host to New Albany. We'll be live via satellite from Jeffersonville, Indiana, right here on Channel 19. Hope you'll join us for that. Plus, we will replay that game several evenings here in Columbus for our sports fans here in our area. Our next Columbus North game is coming up on Friday, January 15th, as the Columbus North Bulldogs travel to Franklin to take on the Franklin Grizzly Cubs. And we'll be at Columbus East once again on Friday, January 22nd, as the Jeffersonville Red Devils come calling. For Ted Rutan and all the Cardinal Interconnect staff, and a special thanks to some special help tonight from the folks at Cardinal Communications, I'm Tom Gross saying Happy New Year and have a pleasant good evening.